The relationship between Black Americans and white-presenting American Jewish people, it's long and it's complicated. Now, see, our respective communities have at times enjoyed a beautiful, mutually beneficial partnership that saw us, at the time, united as similarly situated Americans who found ourselves both far outside of the margins of a white, Anglo-Saxon American standard of life. So as such, these white-presenting Jewish Americans participated and even helped lead work during the civil rights movements of the 1950s and 60s. See, then our communities were literally side by side during marches and voting registration drives, freedom rides down south, and even all the way up to the Supreme Court. You see, there, Thurgood Marshall and Charles Hamilton Houston and Constance Baker Motley, they literally litigated alongside Jack Greenberg, Harry Wachtel, and Bernard S. Cohen. See, together, these legal titans fought for everything from school desegregation to the legalization of interracial marriage and the creation of voting rights laws. See, the best thing about our community's collaboration was that it was successful. See, through this unlikely strategic partnership, separate but equal became a thing of the past, at least according to the law. But since these triumphs over 50 years ago, the Black American and white-presenting Jewish American have, generally speaking, grown apart. See, our generation is in the midst of seeing an astounding amount of anti-Blackness in Jewish spaces, and there's plenty of anti-Semitism being spewed within our own Black community. Know that the only winner in this conflict between Black people and Jewish people are white supremacists. Which brings me to the use of this term, white-presenting Jewish Americans. Some of you may have never heard it before. Now, while many folks today see the predominant Jewish aesthetic as white or of European descent, also known as Ashkenazi. And yes, these particular Jewish Americans are the vast majority of what we think about here in America as Jewish looking. But know this, that look by no means represents the entirety of the global Jewish people or what they look like. You see, globally, the Jewish people come from all parts of this world, and they look like everything from the deepest, darkest hue to fair skin to hair that ranges from kinky coils to straight strands. And they have facial features that run the gamut. Know that historically, the Jewish people dominated in a region of North Africa and in Middle Eastern territories. Some of these Jewish people are known as Sephardic. See, these historical and anthropological truths, they're important and they're necessary elements of the dialogue between the current Black and Jewish American communities. The acknowledgement and the inclusion, yes, of Black Jewish people, that is legitimate in every way. And the unpacking of how the majority of today's Jewish American people became conditionally white, that is also important. We should explore that legitimately. But what is not legitimate is the accusation or the perpetuation that Jewish people are the root cause of Black American oppression, or that Jewish people dominate the world through the media and through money, or any other stupid, ignorant, deadly, Hitler-sounding conspiracy theory. To spew that, or to be complicit in that, is to be anti-Semitic. Full stop. Now, if current-day Black Americans and white-presenting Jewish Americans are to have even a fraction of the beautiful and productive relationship that our people enjoyed for half a century ago, we both have to do better. Now, I challenge my Jewish American friends. Y'all reject any temptation to increase your white conditional bona fides through engaging in anti-Blackness. Just don't do it. And I call on my people. Y'all, let's stomp out anti-Semitism in the exact same way we want anti-Blackness to be stomped out. And this is important because the very next generation of our collective people, well, it depends on it. And that's today's Sidebar. I want to thank y'all for joining. For much more news, politics, and entertainment, check out theGrio.com, and you can download the free Grio app where you can stream movies and get much more content. We're easy to find on all the major streaming platforms. The Grio with Mark Lamont Hill is up next.
I'm just guessing that you think I'm like this huge, this huge racist, and I'm seriously not.
This week, watch Joshua Zerger in Fenced Off on theGrio.